Making these videos requires hours upon hours of work. From outlining your concept, doing research, formulating the structure of the video, writing the script, recording the voiceover, editing the voiceover, gathering clips, filming, editing, and then refilming or gathering more clips you need, uploading the video, creating good-looking thumbnails, and optimizing your title for the YouTube algorithm, all that just to be demonetized. That said, videos that don't require any of that are getting millions of views. They're called Study With Me videos, and the title pretty much sums it up. Individuals record themselves studying for hours at a time, sometimes with music and sometimes without. Apparently, that formula is enough to bring in the eyeballs. Hey guys, it's Donna. All hail the algorithm. Yes, I did just say that. Now pay tribute by smashing that like button. And I say that because these videos are slightly less popular than the videos I do about YouTubers, so it would be cool if we show the algorithm that these videos are cool too. Anyway, these are called Study With Me videos. In South Korea, they're known as gongbangs. Not to be confused with that deep dark fantasy you haven't told anyone about. Gongbang translates to study broadcast, and they're literally live broadcasts where someone is simply studying and viewers are watching them. Theoretically, the viewers are studying too. So what is it exactly about these videos that get people? Let's read some comments. Love studying with you. It's easier to study when someone else is. It's a sort of motivation. It helps me so much. Normal, I can't concentrate on my homework. And now, I'm really productive and I'm so thankful. Bye XX, I'm gonna use this every time when I have to study or do my homework. Thanks for being my study buddy. Have a great day. And I was studying about antiemetic drugs and constipation drugs. This feeling of studying together is so encouraging. I no longer feel lonely when studying at home during quarantine. How have I only just discovered this channel? These are so helpful. And weirdly, I find the darker lightning actually helps me to focus. Thank you. It seems to me there's some sort of parasocial relationship effect going on here. A parasocial relationship is often used to describe the relationship between a viewer and media figure. The relationship is a one-sided friendship where the viewer feels as if the media figure is a close friend, while the media figure has no idea of the existence of the individual viewer. The stronger the viewer's parasocial relationship, for example, the stronger the viewer displays distress when said media figure discontinues the medium in which the viewer interacts with the media figure. When the popular TV show Friends ended, individuals showed similar reactions to a real-life breakup, although less intense. So, if one-sided virtual relationships can trigger real-life emotions like friendship and distress similar to a breakup, can it trigger other emotions like productivity and motivation? The creators and viewers of Study With Me videos claim they do. I'll be honest with you, I'm still skeptical. And even though this seems weird to some people, if it boosts my productivity, I'm in. So, because I'm skeptical, I'm going to perform 2 experiments on myself. The first will serve as a baseline and will take place in my normal work environment, my desk, and in my room. I'm going to be reading and taking notes on a book called The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli. It's 45 pages long, but it's from 1513, and its original language is in Italian, but translated, of course, so who knows how difficult of a read this is. I'm sure I'll be looking up words, looking up political contexts, and looking up historical contexts. I'll be measuring my productivity levels by how much I read. Then, at the end of the study session, I'll do a self-assessment of how focused or productive I felt from 1 to 10. In addition, my sister will look through that hour of footage and see how many times I averted my eyes from the study material. Looking up words in the dictionary doesn't count. Okay, time starts now. I'm someone easily distracted by noise, even music without lyrics. Oh my god, shush please. Because of that, I listen to white noise while studying or reading. I kind of forgot about that in this experiment, so in the beginning I did get distracted. Ugh, scared me. Okay, I finished 9.5 pages. My productivity and motivation levels felt like it was at a 7. The next experiment will take place in the same environment, but this time I will be playing a study with me video. I'm hopeful this will mimic a few things about studying in a library-like environment with peers. In the real world, the environment plays a significant role in productivity. With a few exceptions to the rule, the best performing study with me videos seem to simulate that environment. For instance, several studies show employees who had open floor plan workspaces were more distracted than employees who had more privacy. The framing of study with me videos places viewers in an intimate setting where you're working with one other person. Perhaps it's a room in their home, an office, a cafe, or a closed-off section in the library. Even when the real-life setting is actually crowded, the shallow depth of field or blurry background gives the illusion that you're engulfed and zoned in on your own studies. The videos also cater to the studier that prefers to be listening to music, or the studier who prefers ambient noise of the environment. What separates this from someone recording visuals and ambient noise in a library is the person involved. In real life, how motivated your peers are can have an effect on how motivated you are. This is seen in students and in the fitness industry. This is called emotional contagion. What's even more fascinating is that emotional contagion can be facilitated through digital mediums. Movies, music, TV shows, and even cartoons. So if you've ever watched something that made you laugh, made you cry, made you turn away in disgust, you've experienced emotional contagion. Let's see if these study with me videos can facilitate the same thing through motivation. Okay, so I took a 15-minute break and I'm ready for session 2, and this time I'm gonna have a study with me video. I think they're doing something called the Pomodoro technique, where every 25 minutes they take a 5-minute break, and so I'm gonna be taking off 10 minutes from my usual hour, but let's see how this goes. So I went from 9 to 17 pages. Productivity and motivation scale, I would say, is about the same. I'd say about a 7 as well. I read one more page in session 1, but considering session 2 forced me to take a break, I would call it pretty even. In fact, when you do the math, I actually read 1 page faster in session 2 compared to session 1. Motivation and focus-wise, I felt about the same for both. Session 2, though, had me averting my eyes off of my study material by a landslide. But here's the thing, it was because I was looking at the time that actually pressured me to study faster, so I guess I did learn more in session 2. So I would say that I did slightly better with the video, but the difference wasn't that noticeable. Obviously, there are a few limitations to this study I did on myself. In the study with me session, I was implementing a Pomodoro technique, so you could argue that the technique was actually the thing that helped me improve my sessions rather than the presence of the person. This study I did on myself isn't sufficient proof to whether these videos work or not, but judging from the popularity and comments, it seems to work for some. And I mean, when it comes to productivity, even if it's not scientifically conclusive, if it works for you, then it works for you. I think what's really interesting is the growing trend of blank with me videos. According to YouTube's culture and trends, creators are taking ordinary solitary tasks and turning them into communal experiences. I used to think that the appeal of these videos was the solo banter the creator and camera engaged in, from get ready with me to draw with me. But as non-verbal ordinary tasks rise in popularity, I may have to rethink that theory, from silent mukbangs to the study with me videos. Do these genres actually simulate a similar feeling in the viewer if they were done in real life? Perhaps. But what I do know is that since 2007, this genre has amassed over 4 billion views and just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So even though the improvement of my study sessions was negligible and it was barely a difference, you've got to admit there's a reason why people are searching this up. Like, there's a reason why this channel called Chilled Cow has this girl with lo-fi music studying, and it's their most popular video. Will Smith has even tried to get in on the action. Even if you think it's weird, if it helps, it helps. So go ahead and be weird and be productive. Have you guys ever done anything like this, and does it actually help you boost your productivity? That's the end of the video. I will see you guys next time. Stay psyched.